Fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray now on first down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 42.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Bang.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And an alley to run. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 26-yard line.
Set 15 line. 15 line.
Hey.
Get it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
You got it.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check. 59. Let's go heavy. Tell me what you got.
2nd and 11. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set 50, plant.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
All day.
Go.
I got it.
5. Hit it.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. We know he's pretty good in pass coverage there. He shows that he can step up and make plays in the run game.
And you love a corner who doesn't strictly isolate himself and say, hey, I'm playing on the island, I'm just covering the pass. A guy will get involved and get into the backfield and make those kind of tackles. That's who you want on your team.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
To try again after the sack. Murray, he's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards. On 1st and goal, Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and goal, Murray sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Wild Bill.
Go, go.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
I'm here all day.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check, 59. Here we go. Mike, check.
Yes.
I'm coming. Check 59, Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
All day, baby. All day. Kill.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 49. Chance.
Shoot!
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Cooper's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Shit. Hatchet.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
You're out. Smith.
Mike, check.
From the gun, Herbert. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
I'm coming. 58, boys. 58.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, team 6.
58, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. 58.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go to Elliott again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Off play action. Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike, check, 59.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper There to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Sack City, 5.
Back to throw. Herbert. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. He's at the 50, the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
54 Mike. Hey, here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
18 Gator.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Coming to you. Coming to you. 5.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
80 weapons. 2.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Stay with your man. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. In your face. Slam. Watch twist. Watch twist.
2nd and long. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30.
Match box, right. Hey, 2.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike's 59. Come up the ball, hard. Mike's 5'9. Mike's 5'9.
Ready.
On 1st down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Drake. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Come on,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got wide. Mike, check. 59. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
3 bud.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Haywood.
58, Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, watch that.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo.
58's the Mike. 58.
Now.
From the gun, Herbert And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Go, go.
Mike Butt 9. It's just me.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Mike 58 right there. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Slam, slam, slam.
Get it.
Again, it's Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First throw of overtime for Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and here's Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Drake. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And some room to maneuver. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Arizona, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.